Welcome back to my cosmic realm once again, and let me remind you that we are now less than a month away from the official theatrical release of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Over the last couple of weeks, we have had a lot of different and interesting TV spots which actually reveal a lot of stuff about the overall storyline of the movie as well as the direction where the Monsterverse seems to be heading. I am going to do a detailed breakdown and analysis of each of these brand new clips in this video, which is why the next few minutes are going to be very interesting. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Before starting, I make a humble request to spend 1 second of your time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because that is the only thing that motivates me to work harder and to bring you more such awesome contents. So with that, let us dive right into the main subject of this video. Before I go into the breakdown of the actual TV spots, I am going to first show you this brand new poster, which looks absolutely amazing by the way. This obviously looks like an elaborate extension of this particular poster, which was released about an hour before the second official trailer dropped online. However, this one actually looks way more epic, and I personally believe this is probably the best promotional poster released by Legendary Studios so far. I absolutely love the details, especially with Kong grabbing a piece of this pyramid right here, which really gives you a sense of his size. We also get a much better look at the Big G in his brand new avatar. The poster gives us a great look at the new design of his tail, which honestly looks pretty amazing. The tip of his tail has a distinct fork-like design, which I believe would enable the Big G to inflict much more damage to his enemies than before. I am very well aware of the fact that Godzilla's new look has been a subject of tremendous amount of criticism and online trolling. However, I personally belong to the minority of fans who actually prefer this new look over his previous design. I think this design makes the Big G look way more menacing and dragon-like, especially with these lines over his skull, these extensions emerging from his forearm, and most importantly the new design of his tail. However, the most important detail I have learned about his new design is the fact that his body is reportedly going to maintain the pink color even when he is not actively trying to let out an atomic breath. So, this is apparently going to be his permanent look going forward, which actually makes me even more hyped for the release of this movie. With that, we now move on to our analysis and breakdown of all the brand new official TV spots and clips released by Warner Bros. And Legendary Studios. The first new footage I am going to take up is this rather adorable clip where Kong and little Suko seems to be having some kind of an interaction with each other, which actually is quite reminiscent of the interactions between little Gia and Kong. There is a strong rumor going around that the next movie within the Monsterverse is going to be called The Son of Kong, where Suko will be the main protagonist. The TV spots and trailers released so far definitely indicate the fact that Kong is going to develop a very close bonding and relation with Suko. It is said that little Suko initially starts off as a follower and descendant of Scar King, but at some point in the movie, he is said to undergo a change of heart and develop a father-son relation with our very own King of Skull Island. The Son of Kong movie is rumored to further explore and build on this relationship, which I believe could turn out to be very interesting with the right kind of execution from Legendary Studios. The next thing I want to discuss is this particular shot where we see Kong trying to get hold of the Big G, which is a continuation of this hilarious scene from the first trailer where the two can be seen running alongside each other, which almost looks like a scene from one of the buddy cop movies from the 80s. To explain the context of this whole sequence better, I need to give you a minor spoiler at this point. However, you really do not need to worry, because that is just a very small and insignificant part of the overall storyline of the movie. Apparently this scene is from the third act of the movie, which is the beginning of a highly intense battle between the team of Godzilla and Kong and the team of Scar King and Titan SHIMO. Let me inform you that Kong right here is actually trying to climb on top of the Big G in an effort to ride him like one of the dragons from Game of Thrones. This is basically an attempt to counter-attack Scar King, who is approaching from the opposite side by riding on top of Titan SHIMO. I actually have the leaked video of this whole sequence where Scar King and Kong involve in an intense one-on-one battle, while on the other hand, SHIMO and Godzilla go head-to-head, thereby making the whole sequence look like an epic monster tag team wrestling match in the process. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the leaked video due to the possibility of copyright strikes. We now arrive to this very interesting shot where we see Godzilla menacingly charging at a MiG-21 fighter aircraft. So, this is basically an extension of this shot from the second trailer where Godzilla can be seen fully charged up in his all-new electrified avatar. I have said this before, and I am going to say it again, that this most likely takes place directly after the Big G's battle with a certain very special titan called Tiamat. For those of you who are unaware, Tiamat is basically a giant oversized serpentine sea monster who has the ability to feed on and absorb energy from electricity. Interestingly, Tiamat also has the ability to discharge the same at such high temperatures that can literally boil and evaporate an entire ocean. It is rumored that Godzilla is going to have a fight against Tiamat at some point in the movie, and he goes on to defeat and kill the oversized serpentine. After the Big G defeats Tiamat, he absorbs all the electrical energy stored in its body, making him more powerful in the process. This particular shot also looks quite reminiscent from this shot from Toho's Godzilla -1, which in fact makes me think Legendary Studios might have taken some kind of inspiration from Toho's latest movie. The most recent TV spot, which dropped just a few hours ago, revealed this absolutely goofy yet epic sequence where we can see Godzilla trying to pull off a Roman Reigns by delivering an absolutely vicious spear on Kong during their encounter in the Great Deserts of Egypt. Then in the very next shot, we see Kong trying to get hold of a piece of this pyramid in order to use it as a support. We can also see a couple of people who look like some kind of archaeologists along with a few other locals in this area right here. Once again, this is a continuation of a scene from one of the trailers right here where Godzilla can be seen laying an all-out attack on Kong using his newly upgraded pink atomic breath. This whole sequence reportedly takes place right after the two iconic titans face off for the very first time after the events of GVK. Apparently, Kong, after his first encounter with Scar King and SHIMO, comes to Godzilla asking for his help to have a realistic chance of defeating the two antagonists. However, Godzilla right here seems to have a major misunderstanding, and it looks like he still has some major unfinished business with Kong. According to some rumors, it is believed that at this point, we will witness the return of Mothra, the queen of the monsters, who tries to calm down the situation between the two protagonists of the movie. For those who are still unaware, yes, Mothra is officially confirmed to make her return in the movie. A lot of people seem to be confused regarding her return because she clearly died at the end of King of the Monsters 2019. Let me inform you that Mothra has a very unique ability to transfer and pass on her memories and intellect to her offsprings. This is a fact which is quite familiar with viewers of the Toho kaiju movies from the early 90s. Before her death in King of the Monsters, she must have given birth to an offspring. So, that is all I had to share with you in this video. From everything I have seen and heard about the movie so far, I am now truly convinced that Legendary Studios is trying to turn the Monsterverse into a modernized version of the Showa era, because everything about this movie looks absolutely outrageous and ridiculous. And quite honestly, this is exactly what I want to witness in a movie where the lead characters are giant oversized titans and monsters. As a big fan of the Monsterverse, I really hope this movie turns out to be a major commercial box office success, which is why I request all my viewers to show your support. Please be there on your nearest movie theaters on the 29th of March and enjoy this amazing cinematic rollercoaster ride called Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. That is all for this video. Please let me know your thoughts about all these new details in the comments down below. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.